So we play.
Banner.
We play?
Yes.
Okay. No?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
Wow, it's so hard.
My approach to making music with these wonderful orchestras in the world is to create that connection, that trust, that respect, but also that joy of playing together. I never dreamed to be conducting in around the world with the big orchestras. I am happy where life have took me.
It changes character here. It changes character. Yes, yes. Si, la, sol, fa, sol, mi, fa, sol, si, da, 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 di. No es, it's not mi, re, do, ta, ta, ti, ra, ra, ra. Don't play any articulato in that beginning. Mi, re, do. Same thing. And that's it for this phrase. Da, di. This was good.
For me, it's very natural, the way of enjoying what I do. It's a concentration of all of us together. You really have to connect spiritually, mentally, with the 80, 100 musicians that you have in front. It's the only way for them to trust you, and it's the only way for you to trust them. It's an interaction that is the most deep way of understanding music action. So I think I'm blessed, you know.
I've had so many wonderful moments with Gustavo over the years, but if I had to pick one to mention that highlights his unique and generous personality, it's early on in our friendship. I was testing whether me as Leonard Bernstein conducting looked like a Saturday Night Live sketch, and Disney Hall was gracious enough to allow us to do a test there, and Gustavo came, and it was the last 6.5 minutes of Mahler's Second. I just remember being up there alone, just listening to playback up on a box, just waving my hands around in full prosthetic as Leonard, and I could feel him cheering me on, and it was just incredible.
We have built something very beautiful and important here in Los Angeles. After all of these years, my debut was in 2005, you know. It is a relation of almost 20 years and 17 as music director. New York is a new chapter and a beautiful chapter. Every time that you have the opportunity to be conducting these orchestras, you became like a family. The family is getting bigger. For me, a huge honor to be leading them in this next chapter.
Don't forget, my dears, every variation, it have a character, okay? Every phrase, okay? We did really wonderful, guys. Yes, sir.
It's been about 15 years since Gustavo's been music director, and his impact is felt all the way across the organization. He has brought the orchestra to another level, just how well they play as a group, how they listen to each other, and also what we play. It's so different than before. We connect now with all these amazing pop artists.
I love you, my brother, and thank you for being such an inspiration to me and to our band, to so many young musicians around the world, and to your orchestras, and showing us the joy of music through the commitment to excellence that you have, and your unbelievable talents, mixed with your super sweet, lovely, gorgeous personality and physical movement beyond compare.
That feels bloody, eh? It's very bloody.
Of course, I do classical music, but I do music. That is why I see all music, all kind of music, as one big, important family. I grew up in a home where Latin music was the music that everybody was listening, salsa, all of these boleros, all of these kind of things also. Then I was connecting, with my cousins that they were listening to Pink Floyd and all of these, the Radiohead, all of these kind of connections. And that is why I think, for me, it's not a difference. Billie, she's an immense artist, You need only to connect with that and understand always that we are in the same world of music, And she's part of the family, It's beautiful to see her history because she was singing with me when she was in the late children choir, Imagine and Phineas. So it's a connection. So to see an artist that is always evolving to something very important and deep, to the art of music, is the best. So I'm it's a privilege for me to really do that.
My dears, in the rubato, la so sol fa mi re do si la si do re mi fa so la do si la re do si do la si sol la fa mi ram pa dam pam pam pam, and it's in tempo, and then trombones and pistons. You open really big re do si la. Okay. 1, 2, 3, la si la di la di la di la di la di la di.
Gustavo is very generous. He is a great leader in that he knows where he wants to take you, but he finds a way to do that by really being a collaborator. He's not dictatorial at all. He's going to take your hand, walk you through something, make you laugh, and then you're going to get somewhere together and realize how far you've come.
My baton is here. You can see this is very important. This is for tonight. I prefer to come and get ready and go directly to the stage because I think I don't lose any kind of concentration in the energy for the performance.
I think for whoever has been to our concerts, you can see what kind of conductor and artist and leader that he is. And he's just so charismatic, so energizing. And we all feel that.
This is the artistic director of YOLA, a good friend of mine for years. We met when we were 10 years old or 9.
11.
11 years old. We are a result of El Sistema in our country, Venezuela. So we grew up making music together as children. We are here bringing this idea of music as an important tool of social transformation. And I think Gaudi and all the team in YOLA, they are the ones that every day they help to transform the life of these young people. When I became music director here in Los Angeles, it was my first and main request to bring, the value of music as an element of connection, of social transformation. And it happened, in 2008, 2009, we started with this program. We have now almost 2,000 young people as part of the program. And I'm very proud. How are you?
Bien.
¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo se sienten?
Bien.
¿Nos vamos a divertir demasiado?
Sí.
¿Están contentos?
Sí.
¿Qué tal? You sound wonderful, eh?
Gracias.
You sound wonderful. Are you having fun?
Yes.
That is the most important thing, okay? Don't be nervous. Enjoy. Okay?
Just enjoy, have fun.
Ya está. Buenísimo. Bueno, los veo un ratito, okay? I see you in few minutes there. Okay? Take care.
Bye.
Say bye, say
Chao.
The fact that he keeps such deep relationships with people he's known his entire life is something that's really special. Despite the fact that he's such an incredible celebrity worldwide, he's still absolutely loyal to the people who are with him from the very beginning and has helped develop their talent as much as he possibly could along with his own.
I'm checking because the program is especially the second half is long, you know. There are many different styles of music. It's not only, you know, rhythm or style. Everything is completely unique.
People who have been to the concert might not have noticed that he does most of his conducting by memory. All of that music, different kinds of music, right? Symphonies, concertos, and he does almost all of that by memory, which is just incredible by itself.
I don't feel it's a talent. I think it's a way for me to connect better with the musicians, you know. It's not to show that I know things by memory. I feel better. I feel free. Most of the times I use the music because so many things and so many people, you know, we have a band, we have a choir, we have a set of percussion that have very specific rhythms. You have to connect that with the rest of the orchestra. I think it's the beauty, it's the action of connecting with each other. And it's fascinating in the way of how to build an interpretation together, because it's not mine interpretation, it's our interpretation. So when you have the chance to guide that energy, that ideas through the music making, is the best. That is why, for me, orchestral music is very special.
Libre serás para siempre, para siempre.
He's a great guy. He's a great person. That's the most important, because he has a great heart, soul, and spirit. That reflects in everything that he does, you know. The way he approaches to music, he goes beyond. He pushes everyone to the limit and more. And he always had that confidence, you know, since he was very young and he was dreaming about all the things that he has done.
I'm trying to remember especially the transitions are the most difficult thing, because you have to be very clear, I think, in the tempi that you have to give for each song. We rehearsed this morning, and we have this kind of, you know, like rediscovering everything. It was very fun because we did this yesterday, but we were trying to change some things and making some places more passionate and lovely and all of that. The main thing for me is the joy of making music with others. We are blessed, you know, to be standing in a podium in front of an orchestra, whatever age they are, is a privilege. And to be humble, because at the end we are at the service to the music. We are at the service of the genius of a composer, and we are bringing that to the people that listen to us. New York always have been a city that I love, I really like. You know, since I came the first time in 1995, I came the first time here to the United States, and we went to New York. I remember I was playing in the National Children's Orchestra, and I was amazed about the city.
I will miss his presence, even though he will still be with us. I think he's expanding his family. He will forever be part of our family.
Obviously, it'll be a little bit bittersweet, but the great thing is that Gustavo's part of the LA Phil family, so he'll always be a part of LA.
And of course, we will miss him, and of course, we're thrilled that he is fulfilling a dream that he had to be there. And it's so fortunate for them. They're going to have an incredible ride. The audiences in New York are going to get the joy of Gustavo.
I wish the best for him. He's my friend. I love him. I love working together. And I am very happy to be part of this moment of his path and to share that moment with music and with what we love to do.
In 15, 20 years, where I see myself, I would love to keep doing what I do. I think we have to enjoy every minute, every second that we are in this beautiful world. Making music is an art that you cannot touch, you cannot see, you only listen to. And that creates this kind of unique feeling. I would love to keep doing this, and having the opportunity to enjoy more and more and more.